Good morning from the shed. Happy Friday. Well, it is for me anyway. So I've decided to set myself a little challenge. I've chosen a selection of brushes. They are not quality, bog standard housing brush. Some that I haven't looked after, to be fair. Shh, don't tell anybody. Some that I haven't really used much. A nice selection of something that I can maybe make some thinner lines, do some shapes with, see how we get on really. So I just randomly selected these. This is one of my favourite, holds a lot of water, so if I want to get zhuzh in, I may go into that one. So these are going to be my shape makers. I'm going to use my gel plate as a palette, and I've selected a range of colours which I thought I'd give a go. So ranging from a blue-black with a little bit of iridescence, some Meaden greens, chromium oxide olive green. I'm not sure about the Viridium. I may go for turquoise, don't know yet. Definitely want to get some magenta in there. Another little Meaden fluorescent pink. I might even zhuzh it up with some of this acrylic, don't know yet. I've got my yellow ochre and a mild yellow, so I'm kind of mixing up the more quality paints with maybe some cheaper ones. I've got some gold metallics here, my favourite Naples yellow, black and white. So I'm going to see what I can do with these. And like I said, it's going to be all about mark making. I've set up my inexpensive card, which I've got 4 on this board, and then I've got another 4. So I'll be changing in between the two as we go. So I think I might move that over there. Then you can see the jelly pad. I'm sorry if it gets a bit wobbly at times. It's just the way I've attached my camera, but there you go. Start standing up. It may be that this will be a 2-parter and I'll come back and then sit down and finish it off. Who knows? It will be abstract, of course, but there we go then. I've got a little bit of water to clean my brushes, and in my little head now, I'm trying to think what marks I'm going to start with, and I'm drawn to getting some turquoise on here. So let's start with that, and I'm going to try and mix and match it up with a little bit of maybe more watery, more pigmented. I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm going to pop a bit of black on as well. The colours I've chosen, not something that I'd normally do, but I'm sitting there pondering this morning, having that initial moment. Don't think I've used this black actually. And these colour ideas came to me then, so very intuitive, very exciting to do something for the first time. So other than the choice of colours and the brushes, no planning other than that. Again, if you're watching this, and it's worked, or I'm prepared to share the failure. But anyway, here we go then. Let's get arting. I think I'm going to go in with maybe put some bigger marks down. That's a lot of black on there. Let's water that. Let's mix it up a little bit. Okay, now I've started and thought, well, that was nothing like I was expecting it to be. Random. Okay. So I really went in with the black there, didn't I? Let's go get some of that blue. Oh, that was good. See what I did there? And because the brush just went for it, didn't it? Wow. Okay then. As I go along, I will be dib-dabbing with what I'm going to use. I'm going to be using my newsprint to maybe do some pickups. Oh, sorry, proper wobble in there. I've got to go. It's because I've attached the camera in a place where any movement is going to wobble everything. So, got to go a bit gentler today. Gently. Okay, so for me, I want to get a bit more of the lighter blue. I went a bit heavy with the black, but I know for a fact that clearly it happened for a reason. So I'll take that. I forgot because I was thinking to myself, oh, maybe leave some white space. But I've got a feeling that that's not going to be happening today. We shall see. So the first layer with a general household paintbrush and the choice of turquoise, the iridescent blue black and black. Right, okay, what am I going to do now then? Need to get that upper level. So I think I might go in with the yellows next, but before I do, just going to have to get some clear my paint palette. Where's my roller? And let's do a jelly print. We'll do a darker one. Let's see what happens. So I can create my cards, and at the same time, if you've watched me before, you'll know that I like to create collage papers. Using the brushes. Creating some marks with the end of the brush. So you could argue that I am still only using paintbrushes. Here come the circles. Right, pop that on to newsprint. Actually, this has got like a bit of a background already. Don't know what that's going to do, but that's the point. Let's just see what happens. Don't mind encouraging the creases. Always adds a bit of interest. I'll move this over a little bit. Let it soak up that paint. And then, like I said, I'm going to go back to the cards and try some of these yellows. Okay, so made a start on collage prints. Put those to dry. And let's get some of this yellow ochre. Oops. Again, I haven't used this yet. And let's have a little look, see what we can achieve with this. Thinking about the brush. Just doing what I feel like doing, to be fair. I like the fact that the some of the paints are a little bit transparent, and as I'm manoeuvring the brush, I'm liking the way it's mingling. Yeah, I quite like that. Just playing around, going with the flow, just to see how it's making me feel. Again, my intuitive art obviously is kind of emotive. In a sense, I do what I feel. If I'm very, very quiet, you know that I'm in the zone. Getting a feel for what I can do with the brush. Very experimental. Right, in with the dib dabs. Every bit of dib dab paper. Oops, forgot, wobbled. It's probably going to be wobbling throughout, to be fair, but there you go. It is what it is. every bit of Dib Dab paper will end up in a collage at some point. I'm at the point where I'm kind of, I don't want to have too many. I know some people love creating their collage papers, but I want to be able to use them. And winter time is probably going to be a time where I will start returning to my journaling and doing little morning collages. Coffee and collage. That will be coming back. I'm sure that will see a return soon as the weather changes. Okay. Maybe I'm going to add a little bit of gold now. I think I might go in with, this would be a child's paintbrush. A little bit more of that. Oh, is that gone? I like the gold. I'm sorry, but I love it. Right, anyway. So, we've now got the yellows. We've got a bit of gold. Let's go back onto the jelly printing. Where's my roller? Yeah, you can tell I'm one of these people, if I ever go out and I've got a drink in my hand, that drink is going to make the rounds. And I'll be putting it down looking, where's my drink? All right, let's see what we can do with this. I've got a little bit of paint on this brush, so let's get rid of this. Get some texture. Sorry, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to get some texture on here, and then I'll pick this up, and then we can go again. I think I'm going to go in with the magenta and pinks. See what we can do with magenta and pinks next. And it might be that I might be able to achieve a little bit of white on here after all, just for a bit of contrast. Maybe this is going to be a... Do you know what I forgot? I've got 4 more. I was going to go between the 2, but do you know what? I think I'll stick to these 4 for now. Okay, so we've got some texture on here. It might not float your boat for now, but it's a start. So still a worthy candidate for collage. Right, here we go then. I've got magenta. I'm going to put that on and see what the acrylic pink bit. Oops, let's zhuzh it up a little bit, mix the 2 probably, and I may allow myself to come in with a little bit of this. We shall see. May start moving towards a thinner brush when I go onto that. I think I might make some marks with this. I'm not sure yet, but I'm continuing. I just want a little hint of this. Not sure if I want to have lots and lots. I really don't know what I want to do with it. I don't know if I want to go in. Yeah, maybe I prefer the... like that more. Changing it as I go. Might want to go back over the gold. I think I prefer the... I may have come in a little bit too early with the gold. However, it is what it is. This is experimental, and to be fair, that's the whole point of doing this. Is it going to work? Isn't it going to work? Should I do this? Should I do that? And every piece that I do, it might be that I can learn something. And it might be that I will go, oh yeah, I've definitely got to do that again. Or it might be that I'll be like, no, I don't think I'll do that again. But that's got to come after. At the moment, I'm really enjoying the process. My little morning arty sesh. giving me lots of joy. So good for us to be creative. Anybody that thinks they're not creative, rethink. We all have the ability to create. Just got to have that confidence to drown out the doubting voices. Yeah, we don't like those doubting voices. They're the ones that hold you back. You just tell them in the nicest possible way to get lost. Don't let those doubting voices hold you back. There's a lot of doubters in the world already. You know, there'll always be somebody that's going to poo-poo on your idea and make you think that you can't do stuff. So you just politely ignore them and make them go away. You can do. Yeah, get that can-do attitude. Believe in yourself. We need a bit more of that in this world. Well, I don't know why I wanted to use these colours, but I am liking how they're reacting. Okay, I feel that I'm going to go back over that gold. Okay, my Dib Dab paper's a little bit wet. Be careful that if I put something on there, it might actually, well, actually, it might put something on here and I might like it. So as I'm trying to pick something up, I'll just do it on one just in case. Yeah, look, adds a little bit of something. I quite like that. Oops. So today, just using brushes and a limited colour palette, chosen intuitively. I'm drawn to colours. Which colours and how am I going to use those today? So combining a particular brush with my choice of palette, and I'm now thinking about how I'm going to what I'm going to do with this. I feel like I'm just going to just make as much texture as I can on there. Yeah, I'll give it a little roll. Just let's see what I can pick up off that. Back on with the paper, and let's see what we can get off here. It's a little bit wet. And as I'm doing this, as I start pressing the paper onto this jelly pad, my little head, it's kind of, my eyes are gazing over this area. And then I start thinking just a little bit about what I want to do next. So interestingly, you see, you'd be surprised the textures on here and the mix. That will be an interesting bit of collage. Happy with that. Where are we going next then? Ooh, I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted to bring some drops. And then I think I might go back to the bling. And the question is, shall I... Right, now, here's a plan. Right, okay, got an idea. I have got these little pots. And I think this... What have we got in here? Oh, this is brass. Ah, yeah. This is like a brass ink. Well, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put some violet in there. Oh, can you see what that's done? Look at that, look. That in itself. Okay. Didn't see that coming. But I really would like it to be a bit drippy, actually. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm definitely going to have to go back in with the gold. I don't want to lose that. But just... So I've kind of mixed the that violet with the brass, and it seems, interestingly, to have created a bit of a magenta vibe, doesn't it? Look, that's a bit, wasn't expecting that. I'm going to get... Okay. However, yeah, that's all right. Wow, we are going on a little adventure. Hey, the glasses. We're here. Still got one arm on it. Apologies. A nice little glasses mark. Right, I'm going to go in for one more. I'm going to go in for one more dig dab. And then I think I'm thinking in my little head that I might mix a little bit of gold with white, or put a little bit of white in gold, I don't know. And see if I can make some marks with that. just rinsing my brush as I'm thinking about the gold. What's this one like? Might be a bit different. Yeah, it's a different gold. Maybe not as vibrant. So I'm just doodling with the paintbrushes just to see what marks I can create that make me happy. Just to bring those back to the front a little bit more. I'm going to just do a few more bits on here and then I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to have some refreshment. Again, bearing in mind that I'm doing this early in the morning. You've got to be impressed with that, surely. I know some people are more early morning people than others. I wouldn't say I'm an early morning, natural early morning kind of person, but I've been trying to be more early morning. I do love seeing the early morning sky, waking up, new day. And instead of getting bogged down with the problems of the world, which, yeah, I do. I do, admittedly, a lot of the time. This is a nice break. You've got to accept the things you can't change sometimes, haven't you? Exhausting to be fighting all the time and arguing and falling out with everybody. Life's too short. I like the other gold. The other gold's got more depth in it, so I'm going to get a bit more of this. This is lovely. Let's see if I can just put a few little... Right, okay, getting carried away with the gold. I just love the gold. Right, okay then. Let's final dib dab, and then I think I might leave it there for now. I just need a little bit more of this, more intense. Oh, that is a bit more than I was expected, but there we go. Never mind. Okay. See if I can maneuver it just a little bit more. Ha, I haven't used this brush. Well, I have now. Okay. Leave it. Well, I'll give it a break and maybe come back and see how I'm feeling. But I've had a go. I've shown up, I've had a go. And the final bit of jelly printing. See what we can do with that. And I'll just finish off the jelly printing, and then we'll take the tape off and reveal the creations today. Okay, well, I didn't get much on there. I have got a little bit on there. Let's put that on there. There we go. That'll do. Just want to... No, that's it. That'll do. Could be that I will do some mark making on here, maybe get some pens, but I have stuck to my plan, my little plan. I've combined the colours that I wanted to have a go with. Actually, I didn't use white, did I? But there is a little bit of white in the background, natural white. I'm thinking, I'm at that. I've seen some people where they take the tape off and then they use the tape in projects. So I think instead of screwing the tape up, I might hold on to that. Again, very, very thin borders with the tape today because I wanted to maximise the use of the paper. Ooh, that one's ripped a little bit. Let's see if I can minimise that. My glass is falling off again. Yes, I know. Get back to the... Get them fixed. I will. Yeah, actually, look, if you look at this tape, I can actually use that as well. So let's see if I can save it. Some nice little thin strips that I can put on and use in my collage too. Right, there we go then. Nearly there. Bit of fun with acrylics. Just to get the day started. And basically, just so that you can see what I'm doing, I've got my little tapes here that I'm going to hang on to and see what I can do with that. And oh, I forgot that one. There we go then. So some nice textures created with brush, limited colour palette, different types of brushes, with the exception of the acrylic ink dropper. Okay, but I hope you enjoyed that today. Like and share, folks. Subscribe if you want more. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your day. Bye for now.